sell 10 million records, but crack fiends bought 10 million rocks. That don't mean crack is good. Don't mean nothing. Selling records don't mean nothing like that. The reason, I'm down with him because he's a brother and he's making his mail. But, however, he's diluting rap. You know what I'm saying? He's playing that Sambo role, and the reason everybody's buying his record is because he's no threat, and everybody want to see Sambo dance.
What card you still on?
That part.
What card you use? Use your black card or the other card?
I wonder how many times he does code switch.
You know what I'm saying? About it. Because it's like at some point in time, that melanin,
it's gonna max out, bro.
Yeah.
I say that.
And that's the part of it all. Like, you gotta choose what side. You can't choose the side that's most profitable because at some point in time, there's no authenticity there.
Right.
Like this pigmentation, you can't fake this shit. You can't.
I was brought up in a black and white world, and yes, black and white, night and day, rich and poor, black and white. And I listened to all kinds of music when I was young. And when I was younger, I always said that one day I was going to play all kinds of music and not be judged for the color of my skin, but the quality of my work. And hopefully that will continue.
I'm like, yo, that's real shit. Like, that was real. I felt this shit. I'm like, this motherfucker, I hate that motherfucker.
You could tell, because he said it twice.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm about to wind up something else, but let me say this one more time.
Word.
Say O-V-Ho. Say O-V-Ho. Then step this way, step that way, then step.
This dude makes bodies of work compared to someone who makes jingles. Nah, man, I'm being serious, man.
I can't. That's not.
That shit is crazy. I make songs that's electrifying. You make songs that
Pacifying.
So it's like, it all depends upon what you want. It all depends upon what your heart desires, you know what I'm saying, to listen to, you know what I'm saying, and what you resonate with.
Right.
But art is art. Like, you just, you a hater of art. You a hater of art if you don't appreciate what this man did with these diss tracks. Because it wasn't, to me, it was masterful. It was masterful. And I think Drake could have done that. He dropped the ball after the Drop and Give Me 50 shit. He could have did so much better with that Heartbeat 6. He could have did so much. What was the name of that shit with the AIs? That wasn't Family Matters, right?
No.
That's crazy. I don't even know the name of the song.
Tailor-made freestyle.
That's why I don't remember the fucking song. His name is Taylor fucking Swift. You just made that girl more relevant to our culture for no fucking reason.
I was like, wait, what is it? It's gotta be a stupid. Oh yeah, there we go. Taylor. I had to remember that first name to remember the rest. I'm like, this dude, bro. I'm like, tailor-made. I'm like,
and this is the final take. I'm gonna just say, because this is the part that got me. With the whole shit that he said, you rapping like you trying to free the slaves. So we already have a problem with you saying the N-word. Right? We already have a problem with that. But the fact that you're aligning him rapping like he's trying to free slaves.
That.
And then you already have, and my whole thing is this: it's okay. You say it. I've heard people say that shit now, like, oh,
but you can't say that. But like, you can't.
But you already have the stain of you using the N-word, and you don't even have that. You don't even have that comfortable past to use it.
Right.
You feel me?
You don't follow up with that kind of statement.
That's my whole point. You don't follow up with that statement like you rapping like you're trying to free the slaves. That's why he said,
that's why
you're a fucking colleague, you're a colonizer.
You're a colonizer.
You feel me?
That's
like,
why I'm glad he went through every single. I can't look at Atlanta the same now.
You a fan, a phony, a fake, a stand, I still whip your ass.
And I knew that eventually people want to hear what I gotta say.
Were you abused as a child, scared to smile, they called you ugly?
Dressing it right so I could let them know it's not happening. It is no takeover.
No takeover, but there was an invasion as Nas's response song Ether spread through the underground via New York mixtape king K Slay.
Put Ether on the tape and it just went wild.
It was a spanking. People didn't expect that. No one expected Nas to come back.
I am the truest. Name a rapper that I ain't influenced.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to wait till the bridge when it was like 2 minutes in. You knew from 001 who Nas is talking about.
That's a fact.
As soon as you hit, as soon as Stillmatic intro ends on Stillmatic, track 2, bop, 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 you already know who you're talking about. So it's just kind of like, I think it's that type of directness that I think Kendrick went with, and it was haunting because he didn't only just break him down from a lyrical perspective, he broke his soul down, bro. I just think like with this, it's taking on a life of its own because of the status of these two artists.
Right.
They're mega stars. But it's also, and let me know what you think on this, it's also kind of forming a clear line of whatever. Hip-hop, lyricism, and rapping. Motherfuckers don't want to listen to words anymore. They want to listen to the simplicity of it. Nobody wants to listen to the double, triple entendres.
It's like,
as much they say they do. They don't.
Right.
They want to listen to the, it just sounds very fucking TMZ.
3000 warned us. He was like, y'all don't want to hear me, y'all just want to dance.
Yeah.
Literally, hey y'all is like the start of what we started doing now.
That's wild.
That, like, I hear that every single time. I'm like,
they don't hear Drake, they just want to dance.
Hey, I could never be nobody #1 fan. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man zone?
They don't hear Drake. They just want to dance.
They'll listen to the lyrics.
They'll listen.
They'll sing the lyrics. Did they hear it though?
If you so-called love the art of hip-hop, then you can appreciate what Kendrick did in this.
For sure.
If Jay-Z would have taken this route that Kendrick did on Drake, and he did that on Nas, it would have been masterful. If Nas would have did the same thing, like, it would have been masterful. So it doesn't matter who it came from. Like, if Drake would have took his time and not fall victim to the pressure of being Drake and having to respond and think he's gonna have another Meek Mill situation, you would have had a different result. Like, I felt like this last gen was lazy. Heartbeat 6 was lazy. That shit was lazy. That shit was, people like saying mid, that shit wasn't even mid. You know what I'm saying? That shit was bubblegum. Like, his hardest shit to me was Family Matters. Family Matters was hard, and I felt like he could have just chilled. He could have just chilled.
But with the hard part 6, that's one thing. I don't know if you like really listened a little closer. Apparently, everything that Kendrick, most of the things that Kendrick said in Meet the Grams about Drake having a daughter, those little details apparently
they were falsified. What you think about that, bro?
We have all this. We have the internet and everything
but
now.
Who gives a fuck? Like, nobody cares about if it's true or not. Nobody cares about that. It's how you
just want to hear someone destroyed, man.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. This is how do you say? You're a gladiator. You know what I'm saying? Like, battle rap. I think that's probably why people, when battle rap is kind of slowing down a little bit now, but like, it maybe picks back up given this rap battle of this magnitude, but that's why during that space and time between like 2013 to like 2018, 2019, like, battle rap was live. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people saw blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, the battle rap that we know in this day and age, but back in my high school day, it was just more so how witty you were, your bars, and the shit that you dug up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just think, like, that's the art of it, and nobody appreciates the art. Like what I told you with K-Shine and DNA. Like, K-Shine, what he did is, I can juxtapose that to what Kendrick did. Like, he pulled essentially he pulled the Drake on Drake. But what K-Shine did, he came from left field. He did the whole Professor Sean shit. Right. And then just broke down DNA. Then what the fuck DNA did? He does a whole rap verse. Like a whole verse on beat in a rap battle. And I juxtapose that to what Drake tried to do with the whole AI shit. Like, that was terrible.
I was mad.
That was terrible. Who was the people he used? He used Snoop.
He used Snoop and Pac.
Snoop and Pac. And it wasn't Nipsey, right?
No, it was just Snoop and Pac.
It was Snoop and Pac. What was your thoughts on that? Honestly.
It was literally... I had one word for that whole thing. It was literally, why? Why?
Like, why?
Like, I get it, you was trolling, but why? I feel like I've seen probably, like, the lowest of corniness in this situation with that. So I'm like, why? But I was like, you know what? I'm mad at it because when I heard Kendrick say before I let a Canadian let Pac turn in his grave, I think that might have been one of my favorite bars on that one. I can't lie to you.
A rap battle. This is a long life battle
with yourself.
And then we didn't even talk about Meet the Grams real quick. First off, and I think people. It's perspectives. And I think what I value with the discourse with this whole rap beef is different perspectives. Mm-hmm. I value Joe Budden's perspective because he is a rapper, right? He's a hip hop artist. Let me just say, he is hip hop. Mm-hmm. He's of the cloth. He's battled. He's been in rap beefs. So I trust his credentials. But what I don't subscribe to is the fact that when people just throw in their opinions and it's not educated. Right? Like, you just listen to a song for 30 seconds or a minute, and then you don't, since you already have your bias, you're too uncomfortable to listen to the whole song because you already have your station bias. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, don't do it! Don't do it!
Whatever's playing here can't be good. Oh my God! Someone is seriously going to get hurt here.
No! Are you kidding me? My gosh! Get this under control!
No!
Oh my gosh, what impact!
It made me feel like no one should say it because it's that much of a disrespectful term. Mm-hmm. But the fact that someone who is half white, right?
He still got some of that in him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that ER just drags a little bit, if you catch my drift. You feel me? Part. So, I mean, we all black. I get that part. Like, we all black. Like, even, you know what I'm saying, Puerto Ricans, they black. Dominicans, they black. We all black. And down the bloodline. But I just think we need to also address, like, the realm of just not reciprocating, you know, words that are detrimental to our culture. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. That's the part that was disturbing for me, man. But I think all in all, the Kendrick and Drake beef is something that is necessary within our music, within hip hop, the genre, because it's kind of, I don't want to say it was dead. It just wasn't good music coming out.
Right.
Like, I feel like people are more so uninspired to rap about real shit. They have to rap about shit that isn't attainable for the common folk. And I think some artists, not all, forget that the common folk is the people that keep your lights on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's those things. And again, authenticity. Authenticity, bro. And I feel Meet the Grams was as authentic and real as possible. No diss track, I don't think, has ever been created where the dude is talking to every family member. Like, I envision it because I'm visual. I envision it like the door closed and he's talking, it's having a fucking Drake intervention.
You never gave us nothing to believe in, cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense, all is perjury. You lied about your ghost riders. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy. You lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. This a long life battle with yourself.
fan.
I could literally look at like Kendrick being like a therapist.
Yo,
and
like
a
the
doctor
beat is hard.
in like the office, sits down, the light turn on, the music start playing.
I see dead people.
Hey, mustard on the beat, hope deep boat. Any rap nigga here, free throw. Man down, call it ambulance, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he won't go around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hit me, fuck them all any mama. How many options really got? I mean, it's too many options. Fit a pass on his body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible of God, watch.
So just to play it safe. If he walk around with this stick, it ain't Andre
3K.
I'm like,
and another joint that was crazy, he's like, this is the headshot of the year. He had to walk around like Daft Punk. It was reminiscent,
right.
Like Euphoria was reminiscent of Checkmate. You ever heard Checkmate, Jada Kiss, when he dissed 50 Cent?
I gotta peep that one.
Bruh. It's a little bit before your time. But let me tell you something. That right there, it was just like every line, every bar. And then the motherfucker said, I'll never forget, they was on the radio like, yes, this is what we wanted. This is the look that the Locks wanted. That's another thing, man. Drake gotta chill. Because the three people that he battled with, he pretty much lost. Common. Nobody talks about that body. I posted that up and I took it down because I was like, nobody wants to have that conversation. Common was like, yo, sit your little ass down, little boy. Push your T. Where is it okay? And then I think that's the part too. People,
he never responded, did he?
He never responded back to the story.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
you can't.
You know how he responded? We got introduced to his son.
Yeah.
Simply put,
be a dad. Like you don't have.
You ain't gotta do anything. Just be a good human for us, bro. That's all we ask.
And I think that's the part people overlook. Like y'all don't like y'all fucking savior getting beat, get his ass whooped like that in the street. Cause that's what's happening.
You think Kendrick starts saying he's not your savior?
Yeah.
Everything just comes full circle, man.
It was that. You ever seen New Jack City?
Yeah, I seen New Jack City.
It was like when Nino Brown was getting his ass whipped in front of everybody. You remember that part?
I remember that part.
Like it's kind of reversed now because I think it was who was beating his ass? It was Ice-T.
I think it, yeah.
That teacher you killed, that was my mother.
These are people you squash and kill with no retribution.
Get your ass up. This ain't business, bitch. This is personal.
I think it was, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, this is a humbling moment. Like you can't just, you know what I'm saying? You can't. It's a blood sport. It's a blood sport, bro. It's a blood sport. And I just feel at the end of the day, Kendrick's bars, it resonates more because it's coming from here.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not.
Here say OV ho, say OV ho. Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Say OV ho, say OV ho. Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.